All right, we are recording. So, welcome everyone. Thank you for joining us for this episode of the LYDIA Project. This is episode 5, and tonight guest speaker is going to be Miss Coweta Smith with Sweet Addicts. I'm really excited about this interview. For those of you that were looking to join us via Facebook Live, I am on my phone, and so I wasn't able to stream. So please forgive me for that technical challenge. And yes, I am meeting you. We are meeting you from my car. All right, it's okay. That's what entrepreneurs do. They make it happen wherever they are. And so I'm really excited to have Miss Coweta Smith with us tonight with Sweet Addicts. So welcome. Thank you for joining me on this episode of the LYDIA Project.
Thank you for having me.
So let's just go ahead and get right into it. So how'd you get started? What prompted you to start Sweet Addicts?
I've been baking since I was a little girl. Baking to me just brings me back to childhood, spending the afternoons or the weekends in the kitchen with my grandmother or with my mother. And then once I had kids, I did all of their birthday parties, and I had people ask me to start doing things for them. And I was like, well, I might as well turn something I love into an extra stream of income. So I started it last May and have just been going ever since, slowly getting more and more customers.
You have only had your business since last May?
Yep.
Oh my goodness, I feel like I've been following you way longer than that.
Well, when we were going to church together, I used to do stuff for the church just because it's what I like to do. So I would do things and I always gave them away or would just donate to different organizations. But for profit, yes, I just started in last May.
Okay, all right. So how did you come up with, because I love your logo and your name. So why don't you tell us just a little bit more about your journey, like how you came up with your logo, who your target audience is or your customers. Because I know there's a lot of people that sell cakes, but like everybody has like their cake person that they like. And so if you could tell us, about like your cakes and why, because they're beautiful. I think they're
Thank you.
beautiful.
Thank you.
And so I want to help people understand like what your cake is like, and what they can get so that they can come find you and grow your business.
Right. Thank you. So I didn't start selling until May of last year because I was on a journey before I was ready to go for profit. Flavor was the most important thing for me. I wanted a moist cake. Once I had kids, I started having the experience of I want a cute cake, but then I would get some that were a little more dry than I was used to. So my starting baking was with my grandmother, like I said. So cookies and breads, banana pudding, pound cake, the down home grandma style baking.
Mhm.
For my children's parties, I just taste good, but I wanted to be able to start decorating things. So I really started my business for mothers like myself that were, planning birthday parties and things like that for their kids, and wanted to have a cute cake, but have it still be amazing. Like I like for people to say that my cakes taste like, what your grandmother would make.
Wonderful. So that's interesting because all of the cakes that I see you do, like they're beautiful, like adult cakes. I'm like, okay, and it's not just like when people order a cake from you, like they're not just getting a cake that's cute. Like you have a lot of like different things on your cakes that take a lot of talent. Like I think I've seen like chocolate covered strawberries. I think I might have seen some macaroons at some time. Like
So those
these
are things
are
that
really good.
people, yeah. So I just had a lot of people that have sent me pictures and kind of made me step out of my comfort zone. A lot of those ones that I've taken on lately, I'm like, ooh, I'm kind of scared to do that one. But I won't grow if I don't push myself. So I've taken on some more time consuming cakes, and they do take me a little more. I'm big on practicing a cake before I do it. So my family gets a lot of sweets. My school family gets a lot of sweets when I practice things and I give them to them. So I've just been trying to push myself and take on some of those cakes that people, they have faith in me. I guess they send me these beautiful cakes and they ask me to try it, and I think I've done okay with giving them what they want for the most part. So I'm
Yeah,
just always willing to take on the next challenge.
everything that I've seen is absolutely beautiful. Like I mean, everything about it. I like the, I don't know what you call it on the side, the drips on the side, and just everything. I think they're all just really beautiful. So, how, as you've been on this journey, and I heard you say that your family gets a lot of sweets. How has you stepping out into this role of entrepreneur? How has that impacted you? How has it impacted your family?
So it's trying to turn it into a family business. My mother helps me a lot.
Uh-huh.
I've done some vendor shows. So my mom comes, my kids come, my husband's there. They all have on a Sweet Addict shirt. They walk around the different vendor events and try to get customers to come over to the tables. I swear my mom is my biggest advertisement. She tells everyone that she knows if she's somewhere, she hears someone saying anything about something sweet, she'll go in her pocket quickly and pull out a business card. And my
And
kids the same way. So um, I think it is going to be a great first job for my girls because they both want to help. Um, and my husband is the set up and tear down, and then my
mhm.
mom is right there with me with whatever I need.
So you said a few things. You said it's turning into a family business. And I don't know, like this seems like a good place to give some budding entrepreneurs like some tips, because your family can be tax write-offs as employees.
And the crazy thing is I just learned that within the last 2 months with this class that I'm taking. So they can be, and
Mm,
I'm looking into all of that because why not get them started now?
yeah,
With some money in an account is, I just feel like it's very important for us, especially as African Americans, to teach our kids, teach them about money early so they don't make a whole lot of the mistakes that we've made. So
amen.
let's get them some money in an account and teach them how to be responsible with that money and teach
Mhm,
them the different things that can do for them. So that is
mhm.
definitely my next goal, is to get some accounts open for my girls so they can start building some kind of financial security for themselves.
That's beautiful. I that's why I love doing this. Like I do this because, like I want to, anybody that I know that's doing something, like I want to do my part, because I obviously can't, well, I don't know if you ship that far, order a cake to Minnesota. But I'm like, I can do my part. If I can't order a cake, I can most definitely promote you. If I got some friends you don't have, that they know about you. But I think that, that's beautiful. That's just having that mindset of, thinking about your girls and their futures and setting them up, because that's what people do. Wealthy people, they have businesses and jobs lined up for their children. And I just, I amen to that. I hear you on setting up our children. So you said you're taking classes to expand your business. Would you like to expound on that a little bit? I mean,
So the Second Muse, I believe, is the name of the in Battle Creek here. They did a cohort with the Kaufman Manual, and I got a grant to take a class. And they are helping me with a business plan, and it's a complete manual online, and they just walk you through all the steps to start a business or to grow your business if you already have one. I've learned a ton. We are in week 9, so next week is our last week, and I have to give a pitch. Super nervous about that, but that's coming next week. So I will be preparing for that this weekend.
right. I'm sure your products speak for themselves too. just gotta. So do you get to give all like samples with your pitch and everything?
No, because of the COVID life that we live, it's all on Zoom right now. So we just meet virtually.
Okay. All right. All right. Well, good luck on that. I'm sure you will do great. So there, you said that you were taking classes with Second Muse, and
Yes.
I think that's important for, folks that may be watching and, whether they know you or not, and they're thinking about starting a business, like you took the initiative once you started and you wanted to grow your business to go seek out resources to help you learn how to run it effectively in the way that you wanted to. And I know there's a lot of resources every, in most communities. But
Yes.
Muse, I have heard of them. Is there any other advice that you have for anyone that's looking to start a business or has recently started a business?
Just keep trying. I mean, you may have, just because what you have is not for one person does not mean it's not for another one. The one thing they talk to us a lot about in this class is finding your target market. So I focus on, like I said, it started out as mothers and fathers planning parties, but it has grown to the adult cakes that you say you've seen, by
Mm-hmm.
people just sending me a picture and, hey, can you do this? So, but I mean, I'm not necessarily going after, I do have my first wedding coming up, but I'm not going for like super high end weddings. So I
Mm-hmm.
kind of stay with my target, but I'm always looking to expand. So I would just say, just keep going. You might get some no's along the way from one person, but somebody else would love your product and help you. And for me, I will say I have a great support system with my friends and family, but I've been surprised lately with how many people that I honestly don't know that
Mm-hmm.
have supported me and have reached out.
Wonderful. Yeah, I hear you. I tell anybody working on a business, everybody is not your customer. And especially there might be people that you think should be especially like
Right.
your friends. But you know what? God will bring who needs you to you and you to them.
Yep. Sure will.
So, for you know what we didn't do? We didn't tell people where to find you. And I like to get that in a few times.
Okay. Right now I have a Facebook, Sweet Addicts BC on Facebook, and same name on Instagram, Sweet Addicts BC on
Okay.
Instagram. And then I also have email, which is sweetaddictsbc@gmail.com.
Okay, so we'll make sure that we put that all in the comments so people can contact you. I posted the pictures that you sent me, but feel free, to tag more pictures in that. Um, following this video and everything. So, what is your dream? What's next for Sweet Addicts?
Trying to think of that now. That's one of the questions they asked in the class. And I honestly don't ever intend to have a full bakery.
Mm-hmm.
I love my job. I love working with the babies. So this will be like another stream of income for me. I love doing this on the weekends and the evenings, but I don't plan to quit a job to just do cakes full
Mm-hmm.
time. I am going to open an Etsy store soon. I'm looking
Nice.
at the beginning of 21 to open my Etsy store, and to just keep doing different vendor shows and getting my name out there, to do on the weekends.
So we will definitely be looking for that, especially on Etsy. Wow, very nice. Very nice.
Yeah.
So is there anything in our conversation that we've had that you would like to cover, that you think that we've missed, or that you would just want to make sure that anybody watching would know?
Just for anybody that's thinking about starting a business, if you have an idea, pursue it. Pursue it. Pray on it. Make sure that you're not just acting on a whim. But if it's something that's laying heavy on you and you have a passion for, definitely go for it. And just don't get discouraged by the first few no's you get, because you're gonna get some people that don't like what you're doing.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing is for everybody. So, everybody's never gonna like everything that you're doing, but you'll find your market. If this is what you're supposed to do, like you said, God will bring the people that need you to you and you to them.
Amen. Amen. Well, tell us once again, like I said, I'm going to put it in the chat. I mean, in the comments. But tell everybody once again where they can find you. And I appreciate you so much for, like I said, this is what entrepreneurs do, right? We get it done. Stuff don't line up the way we think it should, but we don't give up. We get it done. So I do appreciate you joining me tonight. The folks that I done put out my car are getting restless, trying to get back in. Girl, I had to put them out. I said,
mine are waiting on me too. Yeah, mine are waiting. They want to go to the store. So, thank you for thinking of me. And like I said, we can be found on Facebook and Instagram at Sweet Addicts BC. There's pictures of my work, and then also email is sweetaddictsbc@gmail.com.
all right. Thank you so much for joining me. I'm going
Thank
to
you.
post this and make sure that all of that information is in the comments. I wish you the best of luck. I think the next time I come to Michigan, because I'm in Michigan right now, but the next time I come to Michigan, I'm going to make sure that I can get something from you.
Okay, thank you. I see Chi-Chi in the background.
Thank you.
All right, you have safe travels.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Right. Until my next communique, folks, we'll be minding our own business. That was Miss Coweta Smith with Sweet Addicts. And you all have a blessed evening.